Hello there children, it's Jude here with Lammy and Flossie for the EYFS at Home bedtime story. And today children, I'm going to read you a story that I wrote a long time ago. Now I live in Liverpool, and in Liverpool there are two really big football teams, Liverpool and Everton. And Everton Club asked me to write a story for them with some children from Gladys Street Primary who did the illustrations. So I thought I'd read this to you. Okay, it's called The Toffee Lady, and you're probably wondering what a toffee lady has got to do with football. Well, you'll find out. Here we go. With 2 hours to go until the crowd started to arrive at Goodison, the Toffee Lady was starting to get ready. That morning's batch of toffee was the best she'd ever made, and she couldn't wait to throw it to the fans before the match. The players were warming up, and as she passed by, she called out, "Good luck, toffee men! I've made a special batch today." "Can we have some now for good luck?" asked one of the players. The Toffee Lady walked over to the players and lifted the lid off her basket. It was empty. The toffee was not there. Shutting the lid with a snap, she said hastily, "Better not eat it before you run around. I'll have it to you for the end of the game." And she hurried away. Oh no, where can the toffee be? You see, children, every match before the game starts, the Toffee Lady gives out toffee to the crowd for good luck. The Toffee Lady couldn't imagine where the toffee was. She'd definitely put it in her basket this morning. Where on earth was it? "I'll try Stanley Park. Maybe it fell out of the basket." The Toffee Lady hurried down the path she'd walked along that morning. She peered under the bushes, behind trees, and even inside the flowers. Nothing. Oh dear. The Toffee Lady remembered she'd also walked past Rupert's Tower, and she set off at a jog. As she approached the small round tower, she noticed a workman unlocking the door. "Look who it is, the Toffee Lady," he said in surprise. "Why aren't you at Goodison with your sweets?" Well, we know why, don't we, children? They've gone. "Well, that's just it. I've lost my toffee. I don't suppose you've seen it," gasped the Toffee Lady. "No, there's nothing here, but feel free to have a look in the tower." The Toffee Lady had never been inside Rupert's Tower before. It was a lot smaller than she'd imagined, and it was really dark. Feeling around the stone walls, she waited until the workman brought a torch in. The light shone up into the conical roof and down to the hard floors. Although there were tools and a wheelbarrow, there was no toffee. Oh no, children. What on earth is she going to do next, I wonder? I hope she finds it. Shall we find out? "It's no good," she said. "There's nothing there." "Well, where else have you been this morning?" asked the workman, locking the door. I popped into St Luke's Church to see if the vicar wanted some toffee, but she wasn't there. Maybe I left it in there. Thanks." And grabbing her basket, she set off at a run. She got to the door of St Luke's and she let herself in. Hurrying up the aisle, she looked left and right. There was still no sign of the toffee. Sinking into a pew, the Toffee Lady felt like crying. She couldn't let the team down or the fans. There had been toffee thrown at every game for years. Her toffee was nearly as famous as Dixie Dean. That was it. Dixie Dean. The Toffee Lady sprung up. "Of course, I always stop to give Dixie's boots a final polish before every game. I bet that's where my toffee is." Dixie Dean was a very famous football player for Everton. The Toffee Lady raced to Dixie Dean's statue, and there, on, under and around his boots was the finest batch of toffee she'd ever made. Gathering it into her basket, she looked up at Dixie Dean. "The boys will do you proud today, and so will I," she promised. She gave his boots an extra polish with her hanky, and then headed to the stadium. The stadium is where the game is played. Okay. Just half an hour later, the gates opened and the fans started to pour in. Blue scarves fluttered in the breeze. Blue hats and caps decorated heads. Blue banners were held high with pride. The Toffee Lady picked up her basket and made her way forward. "Here comes our Toffee Lady. It wouldn't be a match without you," shouted a little girl. The Toffee Lady smiled to herself and called out, "The best batch I've ever made. Who wants some to cheer on our taffy men? The end. Fantastic, children. Well, we hope you enjoyed that story. I certainly enjoyed writing it and getting to know a little bit more about Goodison, because I didn't really know a lot about it before I was asked to write the story. So it was always interesting to do research, children. I hope